you're like me, you may have gotten one of these during the pandemic. And no, I'm not talking about the black shirt, I'm talking about the gut. Today I'm going to show you how to build a quick and easy home gym so that you can do all types of workouts from the comfort of your own home. As an added bonus, this only costs a fraction of what a similar system would cost. I'll list all of this in the description, but you're going to need 8 pipe flanges, 4 4-inch long pipes, 8 2-inch long pipes, 8 90-degree pipe elbows, some 2.5-inch drywall screws, and of course, some resistance training bands. These all have different weight equivalents, which means you can vary the intensity of your workout, depending on what you're doing. Alright, so now we can get started. The setup is super easy. Attach each of the 2-inch pipes to one of the pipe elbows. After that, put one of the 4-inch pipes between these 2 elbows. And once you've gotten to this point, close off each end with a pipe flange. The final product should look something like an old school phone. Make 4 of these and you're already more than halfway done. If you recall our pieces from earlier, they're positioned in the shape of a lowercase t. We have to anchor each one of these pieces to a stud, that way it's well supported no matter how much weight you use on it. I had an idea of the shape I wanted for the pipes, but I didn't know exactly where to put them. So I used a stud finder and some pieces of tape to pick a well supported area for the pipes. And since this lets us know exactly where the studs are, we can install the pipes with confidence. I made sure that the first pipe was about chest level, since this is important for our workouts. You have to be somewhat strategic when installing the screws. I made sure the vertical screws were slightly diagonal from one another, and this is so the pipe doesn't get in the way when you're screwing them in. And while you're at it, it's a good idea to make sure that your piece is level as well. The most important thing is for your 2 vertical screws to hit the studs, that way they're secure. The 2 side screws are mostly for decoration. You have to do this 4 times, but it should be pretty easy because of the tape markings you left. And also make sure that the 2 middle pieces line up. To do that, you can just measure the distance from the floor once you've installed one of them. In the past, I have shown some customization options for this type of pipe. If you want to paint them, you can. You just have to use some acetone to clean them off. After that, you can find some paint that works on metal and give each of the pieces a few light passes. I would do 2 or 3 coats just to be safe. This is just personal preference, but it definitely helps the pieces have a more uniform look. And to give the pieces some protection, you can use a clear enamel. That would make your pipes look something like this, in case you're interested. I didn't do that this time around, and that is totally fine. Now let's see how you can actually use this system. I'm not an expert, but these are just some basic examples of what you can do with this. If there are any doubts about the sturdiness of the system, hopefully this clears that up. This didn't even budge, holding all my weight, and I'd have to imagine most people are going to use a lot less, so there's that. As you can imagine, there are a lot more workouts that you can actually do with this. So be sure to get creative, and if you enjoyed this, please feel free to like and subscribe.